Welcome to the Rugby League Journeymen, your favourite rugby league podcast, bar none. First and foremost, thanks to our sponsor, BetR. They've propped us up all year, and gosh, haven't we done well with the multis, Jimmy?
What is this? What is? Yeah, we're getting there, mate. We're
the pirate.
Tell you what, the Origin one was no good. No one told me Nath Cleary wasn't kicking goals for the first row. For that matter, Zach Lomax wasn't kicking them either. But yeah,
he pulled his groin or something in the captain's run, didn't he?
Yeah.
Is that what Nathan did?
Yeah. So then he gave the kicking to Zach.
Well, that was.
But that was after you'd done the multi. I think, so.
That was no good for me.
Let me introduce the guest today, Jimmy Maloney. You know him, you know his voice. It is smooth as butter. Trent, although I'm going to save you till last. Jerry Latimore, as we worked out. How many personalities did you say in the lead up today? Multi.
How many good ones?
Oh, heaps.
And our special guest today filling in for Toby. What about this? Look at how this reads. 13 Origins, 7 times representing Australia, won the 2010 Premiership with the Dragons. Please welcome Mr. Trent Merrin.
Thank you.
Mr. Trent Merrin.
I tried to dodge it for a while. Jeremy's been hitting me up for a while, but I thought I'd slide one in for him.
That's what she said.
Hold on, before we get going, why don't we find out what he's been doing? What are you doing with yourself?
Let's go, man.
Doing a lot.
Get professional.
How much time we have?
What are you been up to?
A bit crazy. No, I sat in the shit since I retired, so I didn't really know what I wanted to do or who I wanted to be. Went through some personal shit, learned a lot through that. During that time, I needed to do something to get myself out of it. And at the time, I was cold plunging. And like, as we all did through our career, we used it for the physical aspect.
Speak for yourself. I didn't do it.
I know, that's right. That's true. That is true. You watched. So you watched us all jump in them. But implemented cold plunging for the physical aspect, obviously, for the career. And then when I was going through some shit, I started implementing it for the mental side of things and listened to some pretty cool switched-on podcasters and thought that this is very powerful, what I'm doing. I think the world needs to jump into it. So I jumped into the world of ice bathing and created Freeze Yourself. And now we've got a tactical resilience program that we're rolling out to schools, NDIS and corporate. So we're just trying to change the world in a better way.
So, shout out to Freeze Yourself.
So are you selling the actual ice baths or are you running?
No, we've got plenty of arms to the business. So yeah, we sell them. So go to the website, you can purchase our ice bars. We got a school program that we go in and talk about resilience and how powerful resilience is. Yeah. And we also do like sporting events. So we'll plug into any sporting event and set up a recovery station.
Yeah, beautiful.
So
You're partnered with Fitness Mates on a
we
couple.
We have, mate, yeah.
Can I just quickly...
Is that still going?
It's still going, but we just plateaued for a bit. Hey, every great thing is like that, like your moods.
That's business.
Mate, before I can move on, I need to... You said you were talking about switched on podcasters. Were you referring to us there, or who were you talking about?
I wouldn't, not you.
Oh,
the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, the professor, definitely.
I couldn't move on without asking that question.
No, but you've got some brains behind you, Latsy.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I just play a role on here for Jimmy.
Right there. Now, as we do when we have a guest later on in the show, I've done a little segment. As you saw the rundown, I sent it to you.
Yeah. No, I was reading it last night.
Questions for Mez. So anything you've ever wanted to ask Trent Merrin?
This is going to be fantastic.
We will jump. We'll get to that as quick as we can. Maloney's multi, that's coming up. Have you got a good one for us today?
Yep.
Beauty.
We're waiting on a couple of prices and options, so we'll narrow it down when he gets back to us.
Fantastic. The last thing is you can book us for a live show. We went to Perth last week for the Rockingham Sharks.
How good was it?
It was great.
Shout out to Brett, Joe, and the rest of the club. What a couple of days, Jimmy.
Mate, we had a cracking day and a cracking event, and
he was there. He was on land for 4 hours in Perth. He did well.
Yeah, it's 7 hours travel in, 4 hours of fun, and then however long it took me to get home.
Yeah, but
so
it was...
you can book this out now.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have it at an event.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you want to book Shell Harvest Stingrays?
So if I was going to book you for an event, where would I find you?
Just
Thank you.
Just reach out.
Mate.
Reach
DM
out,
us
mate.
at Rugby League Journeyman.
Yeah, nice.
Or DM one of the boys.
Yeah.
Don't DM me.
Yeah.
I won't respond.
That's a cool concept, like that.
Yeah, it's not going too bad, Mez. We've got 5 or 6 coming
we've
up.
got a few going.
We got a Mudgee tomorrow.
We do.
Or Friday.
Yep. Which is
Without
going to
a
be
guy.
great.
Yeah, right. And then you got 4th of July. We got that one over at East Hills or whatever.
Yeah.
Any recommendations, Jimmy, for me spending sort of 8 hours with Latsy on my own.
Headphones.
Mate,
Earmuffs and headphones.
you've never seen anyone shit as much over 2 days as this bloke. Constantly, that's all I hear.
And spit when he talks. He just spits.
When I get out of my eating routine, because I'm a high-performing athlete, it really throws my stomach. And, you know, like airport food,
Mate, you
not
do it
coffee
every
that I
day.
normally drink.
Every day here, you come down, you have a coffee, and go,
Yeah, but I had a
I've gotta
coffee
go
out in
to
the
shit.
area. I had a coffee out of area this
So
morning.
as I
Out of
arrived
area.
late and they'd been,
Drinking since lunch.
we don't need to say that, but they've been together for a long time and the two
That's
of them
dangerous,
just
yeah.
started saying to me, I hate this bloke. I want to kill him.
I would have walked. I would have just
We
kept
didn't
going. I would
say
have straight to
that.
my hotel
That is
room.
all
We
right.
didn't say that.
I wouldn't
I
have
had a
even stopped in.
good, I had a good G up for Professor when he come in, and then Latsy, he told Professor about it, so he sort of.
But context. But he was nearly crying when he come off the plane
Can
because
I
me and
ask you
Jimmy
a
were
question?
spraying him, and he goes, I
We
fucking
were
won't
just
come.
joking.
Did you hear him before you seen him?
Yeah, Jimmy rang me.
Yeah, go ahead.
and I knew I was coming in hot.
Yeah,
and so I, in all honesty, I was real close. There was a bowling club next door. I was just going to go sit in the bowling club. And I asked the lady at reception, can I just sit in the bowling club? Let's not get into it. We had a wonderful time if you want to book us. And now Trent Merrin's on as well. So you can get him.
If you want out, because we do have a sideshow, Borat comes with that. So
We'll get into
Bit
the
extra.
Borats.
bit extra.
I
Plus
understand
cheers
that.
too.
Yeah.
So on today's show, at Rugby League Journeymen, that's where you find us. Jimmy's jokes. That's how we're going to kick things off. You brought a joke for us, Mez?
I didn't bring one. I'll
Have a think.
yeah, I've got a few.
Beauty.
So,
Positive place. We're going to do best thing about Trent Merrin.
Oh.
You guys both played with him. What's great about having him as a teammate? Toby's segment. He's obviously not here. It's a what if, but we've had a couple sent in, haven't we? Jerry, I had one sent in, and you
I got
one.
a good one.
Okay,
Yeah,
beauty.
Yeah.
The Kai segment. Kai, just shout out what you're doing today for your segment.
Putting together a team of
Kai-
boys who played 20s at different
Okay. Kai's put together a team.
Get him a microphone. What's going on here?
Hey, that's Tom. Tom doesn't want him on
Far
mic.
out, Tom. Get him a mic.
Oh, mate, I get
Just
it.
to be fair, we've actually had a microphone in
an
front of him
absolute
here, and he
shit
doesn't
show.
even talk. So
Yeah, he doesn't talk. Then we got big ballsy statements. We do, Mez, I want something. This is where we try to generate a bit of clickbait. Never happens.
yeah,
but
yeah.
something big out of Origin too. Something you noticed.
might get you censored.
Love that.
Yeah.
Round 17 preview. We just dive into the games. It's meant to be a bit of a different preview. Latsy brings in what he calls Latsy's statsies.
I sold him off David Middleton.
They put people to sleep. Maloney's better multi is in there. His bet multi. Then questions for Mez, and we finish with Jimmy's rumour or trumour, which some weeks that gets people going.
Yeah, that would. That definitely would.
Some weeks.
Maybe Mez might be involved in
Of
this.
course. I would,
Hey,
bro.
there we go.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it.
Interesting.
Jimmy's jokes. Jimmy, lead us off. What do you got?
My little Johnny was in class, and his teacher says, "Look, there's 4 birds sitting on a telegraph wire. If we shoot one, how many are left?" Little Johnny puts his hand up and he said, "There'll be none, miss, because the noise from the gunshot will scare them all away." And she goes, "That's not correct, Johnny. The answer's 3, but I like the way you think." Little Johnny puts up his hand. He said, "Miss, there's 3 women eating ice cream. One's licking it, one's sucking it, and one's biting it. Which one's married?" The teacher has a think and she says, "The one sucking it." Johnny said, "No, miss, the one with a wedding ring, but I like the way you think."
Do you want to go
When did you
next?
learn that?
I've heard that a long
How
time
many-
ago.
yeah,
That is good.
Do you want to go next, Mez? Or you want
Mine's short and sweet.
Let's hear
I
it.
just, what do you call a girl with her knees caught in a fence?
Courtney, we've had this up many times.
What do you mean? That's
That's
joke. Paul
Kickstart.
Gallagher.
That must have been an old Origin joke. Yeah. What do you call a cheap circumcision? A rip-off.
That's good. How do you spot a blind man at a nude beach? It's not hard.
Oh, I
There
like
we
that.
go. Very
What
good.
about,
got it
wait, can
today.
we go again? Have we
You want to go
got
around?
Can we go again?
Yeah. Go again.
I overheard these two women talking in the shops the other day. One said, "Oh, I'm going to get a boob job." The other went, "Oh, I'm going to bleach my arsehole." First world turns back to her and goes, "I can't imagine your husband with blonde hair."
I'm leaving it at that. That'll do
That'll
us.
lose you. Oh, mate, don't shake your head at me.
I'm
just
off you.
trying to look up. I'm off
Fun
you.
police.
Oh,
Too much fun.
What about Mez? So
Yeah, let's go.
for the whole time we're in Perth, these two blokes, because we all did a deal with the guy, right, for a certain amount of money, and I did my deal because I won't travel on a plane unless for a certain amount of money.
Because he does
missus
it
won't let
with
him
rugby boys.
travel.
He does it with rugby boys as well. So he's used to top dollar.
His missus
He's-
won't.
he-
Sorry,
and
his
I'm not
missus
a
won't let
businessman.
him travel.
He's a businessman.
So,
So
you
these-
need to start doing.
So
the
these two
Dragons.
blokes,
Oh, thanks, Trump.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks,
these two
Trumpy.
blokes, they got a different deal, which was less,
Yeah,
right?
didn't
Because
like
they're
that.
idiots.
They wouldn't
He
like
played
that.
for Australia. He played for Australia.
You know what it's about? It was about it was about the club raising money.
understand.
You know?
Helping.
So
I understand
the less we take out of their
But
pocket, the more we
that's
give
not
back to
important.
grassroots.
Oh, that was the case, right? But then for 2 days, Mez,
Yeah,
they
grassroots.
hammered me about giving them money. So that I
Mate,
had
we
to
made a joke.
especially him. No,
No, it was Jimmy. He was the one leading it.
So then I gave them money extra because I just couldn't listen to it anymore. He didn't even say thank you. This bloke over here hasn't mentioned it.
Well, I bought you a coffee. Hey,
It weighs itself
he
out.
gave it. Oh, he left us $5 each, and he wants to be like he's a martyr.
That's a coffee.
It was. Definitely wasn't $5. Hey, let's get to the positive place. Best thing about having Trent Merrin as a teammate. This is to
Oh,
you,
you
blokes.
Got the tissues.
I'll
I need some
start.
tissues. Yeah.
Nah, Mez is actually like a great locker room guy. He'd always bring the energy. He was great fun. He'd always dance nude in the sheds. He'd great at Borat. He'd have great kit for Mad Mondays. There was once he come in a fully black, like tight sweatshirt suit.
Murph suit.
Yeah, and but his dingling was showing. So no, he's great. He's a great teammate. Great teammate.
See?
Sometimes he wouldn't work at marker, but this is a positive place.
Never.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Everything was about off the field. I was like,
what are you doing? No, I played the game too.
Don't leave me hanging.
I did. I did play the game.
Sweaty palms.
Yeah, I'm playing.
Yeah, no, mate,
Yeah,
I agree with Latsy. He was always good fun. Team song. He was always the leader of the team song with his dance. But mate, he was a very good ball playing middle. I remember telling him one time a little secret about his ball playing that I thought was sort of common sense, and he goes, "Oh, that's a really good tip, Jimmy. Thanks, mate."
So, I was a learner too.
What was the tip?
Nah, it's
Can't give it away.
can't do it. That's why it's a tip.
That's why I was laughing at him. This is no joke. Before a game at Penrith, he was like, "Boy, we're going to get out there. We're going to work hard at marker and do this." I looked at him and go, "Bro, you didn't fucking work hard at marker. You can't say that."
That's a lie. You never said that to me at Penrith. He never said that to me at Penrith.
Well, let's bring it around,
You just
Mez.
never heard him because Latsy was screaming it from the bench. And you're on,
We're in
on
a
the
team
field.
huddle before the game. You wally.
Mez, best thing about having these boys as a teammate then while we're doing it. Positive.
Yeah.
Start short and sweet, then finish on the long follow.
No, Jimmy was a lot of fun. Again, same things. Knew how to bring the team together, had a laugh. Knew how to get under a lot of people's skin, which also brought laughs because they just snap and he'd just laugh and walk away. So he'd get the team together, a lot of banter. But then when he crossed the line, it was game on. It's so before we get together, he'd bring us all in and have a good chat to us. We go out in the field. He also kept it calm too. It wasn't like a full blown army commando drilling. But yeah, you crossed the line and you felt relaxed and you knew you had a job to do, and he brought that to the team. I tried to fight him a few times because he loved to get under my skin because he knew he'd get a reaction. But that also brought the team together. So no, I enjoyed my time playing with Jim. We also played. We travelled the world together actually.
We had a lot of fun on
Played
those
for the country
trips.
on that trip too. We definitely did. But yeah, well, we spent a lot of quality time together traveling the world playing for our country. So yeah,
That was good, man. Great
Yeah.
segment.
great segment.
Great segment.
Hello,
Sorry,
Mr. Merrin. I'm your friend too.
Latsy. Latsy's a lot of fun, but always worked hard. I think he's playing. He got to where he got to in his playing career, but he definitely could have got a lot further as well if he had the right coaching and right people around him. But
I thought you were going to say my attitude off the field there. I was like, jeez.
no, you loved having a good time, and that's the way it was back then as well. I think you'd probably get locked up now with the things that we used to get away with. But laughter, camaraderie, fun, joy, and like both clubs, Penrith and at the Dragons, when I played with Latsy at both and Jimmy at Penrith, but at both clubs he brought the same personality, same characteristics, and brought the team together. So
One personality.
You know, I've just realised, Latsy, you were so close to a premiership at so many clubs.
Yeah, literally.
So-
Someone.
Where was that?
No,
I was at Parramatta when they lost in 09. I was at the Warriors in 11 when you lost us that grand final. 14.
Did you play in those? But
No,
but
but
you
like-
were at
Just
the
in my
Dragons.
squad.
The Dragons won in 2010. And
Yeah,
then
I
when
come
did you...
2012.
Okay, still 2 years.
And like that,
Sharks-
it's a credit to Latsy. Like that stat you're saying there. Like
I
that's
brought
what
the
people
energy off the
don't. That's
field.
what people don't see. Like the actual full squad and
gel.
what those individuals bring
gel.
to a team.
I'm the gel.
But no, it
You
is.
get these
Like,
rich sad
bring,
guys who are
like,
on too much
that's
money.
right.
They come in eating seeds on a Monday, bro. I'm on 100K. Come on, boys, pick your head up.
It's a reality check.
Hey,
I was never
life
sad,
ain't-
mate.
Hey, now
never
after
sad.
So you went, so 2016 Sharks win, you go there in 2017?
17, but I think they were looking to get me mid-season. I remember Jimmy rang me once, but I wanted to
I
stay
was
under
trying to
Hook
help
and keep
him
getting
out.
sprayed.
The amount of contracts I tried to get him as like
I come 17.
package deal.
Flano actually said, he goes, I need you to fucking come and control your mate about this guy. We know how that's all ended.
It probably
between
would
them
have
two.
worked well for him, but they end up winning it anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have played in the team anyway, so I
that's
would have
all
been
right.
sitting there.
But
with
you're
a
the
voodoo
glue,
doll.
you're the gel.
But then
You're
also
around it.
Panthers. You go to the Panthers.
Yeah, no, but I set the culture out there.
But that's what I mean. And then
Me
after
Mez.
you were there,
Yeah, yeah.
And then Jimmy was ruining it. They're like, "No, get rid of him. Get rid of Hook, and we'll get Nathan."
just
Nathan
realised-
Ivan.
and go 4 in a row.
how
Nathan's
close you
already
were.
there.
He's there for a long time.
Anyway, great segment, Mez. Great chat, bro. I love
That
that.
was really good. What if is another segment we do. Toby came up with it. You just toss up hypotheticals in the rugby league sphere, and then we try to nut out what would happen. So I think your one's better than mine that got sent in.
No, just what if would have happened if Reece Walsh didn't leave the Warriors and he stayed over there? So sort of out of that media in Brisbane,
good
because it's
point.
obviously,
Yeah.
you know,
No,
he was
good
killing
point.
it in
Yeah,
2023, but he's now
Are we
getting
talking
peppered about a lot of stuff. He's you know, how he carries himself.
Yeah, yeah. Are you talking
And-
about as a club perspective or individual perspective?
What's
Both.
that
I reckon
reading as?
individually.
Individually. What
Well,
would it be
both,
for
I think.
Reece?
Well,
It's
individually.
basically,
And sorry, this was sent in by
it's
one
basically
of
the
our
whole
listeners as
scope
well,
of
so
everything,
shout out
how
to the
everything would
boys.
change if he
Yeah.
did it.
Well, I reckon, yeah, but in a sense, it works for you as an individual being in the media, right? And like, it's a different game now. You
Yeah.
need the media. Like, you've been in it, you've been out of it. Don't you wish that you would have started this stuff while you're playing the game,
Yeah, no, definitely.
right? So,
Especially
He's-
my
he's
big following
doing-
when I was playing.
but that's the thing, and that's where we like to carry both weight. It's heavy, but he's a good sort.
Yeah.
He's got more following than what Brisbane Broncos itself has.
Does he? What's he have on social
He's
media?
got
I think
half
his-
a million.
His marketability is huge, but I think it's
He's
enhanced
huge.
by the fact he's a glamour club of Brisbane.
Of
You
course,
know,
But
like-
can
of
play.
course,
Like he, yeah,
can
but
play,
he would
yeah.
be, you know, I think he would still be big over in New Zealand, but
Yeah.
not to the same scope, I don't
That's right.
reckon.
I back
Be-
that
because
100%.
Being at, you know, one of the most iconic, biggest clubs in the league in Brisbane,
And
I'm
Queensland
sure,
footy. Yeah,
I'm sure
I
that
love
enhances his marketability and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
His footy, mate, I think he could have done really well if you're playing out the back of that Warriors side. As I said, Warriors always got a strong forward pack, so providing they had the right halves, they had Shawnee Johnson there who could have opened him up. Now Luke Metcalf or whatever's over there playing some pretty decent footy. It's just the right players around him, you know.
In saying all that too, right? He's already been in the grand final. So like,
Well, he was what?
he was in the grand
He-
final.
he nearly won a grand
That's
final.
what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah.
So like, changing clubs. Warriors haven't been in the grand final.
No.
So
But
Yeah,
he
but
may
that's
have
the
been the
thing,
difference.
Woody,
he could have been. Yeah, I know, but
he's
that's the
been
thing.
close. Like
If he was there
Yeah.
now, different story. The team they have now, right, with him in it, just enhances it
so,
completely.
did Brisbane make the grand
No
final
way.
2 years ago without Reece
No.
Walsh?
No,
Well,
not a
also
chance.
I
All
the
right.
guess
hype helps too.
he
He's-
ends up in
he's hype.
Origin quicker
Yeah.
because Brisbane's much more under the microscope than the Warriors. So that would have helped him as well,
So
right?
for his
I
decision,
think he'd still play out of there. You know, there's still a lot of guys.
Capes is playing.
Brent Tate, like Capewell, there's a heap of guys
Barnett.
that used to play quite a bit from over there. I think if you're going well, you'll still
Doesn't
get
matter.
picked
but
up.
marketing
there,
wise, yeah.
All right, let's make it black
Good
or
move.
white. Is he better off if he stayed, or is he better off because he's gone to the Broncos?
I
Going
reckon
to
he'd be better at the
Broncos.
Warriors.
Warriors, Broncos?
Yeah.
Broncos.
Okay. It's a bloody good segment. So just
It's a good one. Yeah, I like
much
that.
better when Toby's not here as well.
You're
Right.
in life for a.
Didn't he is someone in the game the other day? Just went bang and
Yeah,
an
Ezra
offload
Mann.
try.
No, Ezra
yeah, I
Mann
like
went.
that. Yeah, that's credit. That's why
we love Toby.
he's
don't we?
icing his
It's
hip.
like a car crash, that collision.
Yeah, it does.
Have you spoken to him after the game? How's he going?
I spoke to him
doesn't speak to his
yesterday.
mates.
I do a lot.
Oh, sorry.
I was chatting to him, and then he was distracted because the dog kept running away. So he goes, "Bro, I'll call you later." He didn't ring me back. Okay.
You missed that one, didn't you?
What? It was like a car crash.
Oh, pennies just dropped.
I don't think.
Oh, I'm wondering why he was smiling like a
You would
Cheshire
go away
cat.
for that. No,
Mate, I thought it was funny.
Kai, do you want to come in and do your segment? Let's just.
That was funny. It just went over everyone's head.
it was good.
That was good.
The young fella over there, because I'm cracking up
I
here.
like that.
Yeah, no, I was wondering because you were smiling. I was like, "What's this guy think he's so?"
So-
funny?
I didn't get it. I didn't pick up.
I don't understand it, and I don't get it.
Hold Jimmy's microphone. Not that one.
Yes. So Kai, can you sit on Jimmy's lap? Is that okay? He's the lap.
Come
that we
here,
sit
Kai.
on.
Come here, young
Yeah,
fella.
right.
So we're
Just
just
go
going to
here.
reframe you quickly, Kai.
Why didn't you wear a hat today?
So Trent, basically, Kai's like our work experience kid,
Yeah, nice.
and we're
If
just
you're
trying-
learning a lot here, I'll give him the hot tip.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Well, he got to drive across with me today, so he had the best
Oh,
morning of his
that's
I'll tell you
life.
who's very happy he's here, Cameron Serraldo. We've established that. Gives him an hour a week where if they're not at training,
Where
on
is
the
he?
job.
Where did that come from? Where did
Cameron's
Cameron
his
Serrado?
old man.
Stepdad.
Oh,
stepdad,
there
yeah.
it is. I had no idea. You threw me into something I didn't know.
buddy,
Yeah, but Ciro can't get starts when Kai's at home. Pretty well. It's a short
he's
and
got
long.
to send him
Wait,
out.
stop.
Let's go, Kai. Explain your
Alright.
segment.
So this week I put together, so keeping on the team list themes, I put together a team of 13 of people who played, so current NRL players who played 20s at a club but never debuted for them. And we'll just talk
Nice.
about what players who, if they stayed there, what teams need them the most.
So has this got any relation to any of us three?
No,
or
it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Are you current? No.
Oh,
All right,
Yes!
So
He's off.
you're looking at it.
It's a long walk home, son.
Yes, Kai.
Okay, at
him
fullback,
go.
we got Pappenhausen with the Tigers. Let him go. Our wingers, we got Jermaine Izako and Josh Adokar, who both played 20s for the Sharks, which I didn't know.
Right.
They got
Good,
good
Kai.
wingers.
This is great.
Yep. Centers, we got Jesse Ramian from Manly and Ruben Garrick at the Dragons.
Yeah, gosh.
Garrick was at the
He
Dragons.
was just Dragons. Yeah, I used to mentor
Junior.
him.
He's
18 or
yeah,
eighteen.
he's from-
Jaron good boy.
Keep an eye on him.
Right.
Yeah.
Our halves, we got Luke Metcalf, who played 20s at Manly.
Wasn't he Cronulla?
He was Cronulla, but he went to Manly for a
people
brief
go.
stint.
Right.
And then Isaiah Katoa, Penrith.
That's a big one.
Yep. Our front rowers is Terrell May, Panthers, and Adam Fanua-Blake at the Dragons.
Yeah, he was
That
at
boy.
Dragons. I remember that. He was there.
Filled him up
Deuce,
plenty
Kevin.
times.
All right.
Hooker is Brandon Smith with the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's
Cowboys.
right. He got the ass up there, didn't he, playing up?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, we got to see.
Them baby boys.
Our back rowers are William Kikau, Cowboys, and Bo Firma at the Knights.
Yeah, right. I didn't
Yeah.
realise that.
And Corey Horsburgh at lock for the Cowboys as well.
So I wonder if people knew I played juniors at Cronulla but as well for the under 20s.
Yeah, right. Well, they clapped you there. They fucked you off.
And then brought me back because I'm that good, bro.
Do you
On the
reckon-
second
Do you
dose.
reckon, it cost them? Do you reckon them getting rid of you? You know, if they didn't get rid of you, we would have never been
Yeah.
roomies. And
Butterfly effect.
That would have been fantastic.
So,
What was your idea for a team today, Jimmy?
What do you mean?
You toss up in the WhatsApp and I'm like, we can't do that.
Oh, we trying. Well, the professor said, "Can we involve Mez?" And I said, "Why don't we do top 10 big boppers?"
For what's his topic now? You're going left. I'm still thinking of this team we're
Yeah,
talking
I know.
about.
It's
You-
good, lads. He's
is this
just
what
trying to
happens all
throw
the
me under
time?
the bus.
Or
This is-
did they just go for it?
what has happened, and I didn't realise it would, is I found myself working with two blokes with serious ADHD.
Heavy.
Bro, have you watched him
Heavy.
twitching the whole
Just
time?
Heavy.
He looks like a
Do you
meth
see
addict.
why I snap all the time?
Yes, I do.
I'm like trying to do this and he's going everywhere.
I know.
Going
So-
fucking stand still.
Kai, to finish, you put that up on socials. You want people to comment. Would they have been a decent side, or what do you want people to
Just
do?
what player could, if your team, if they never left, who could they?
It sounds like Tigers. It sounds like Tigers.
Tigers.
were better
There you
off.
go.
The Tigers.
Tigers
in that
made
team.
Panthers still
And Panthers,
obviously.
yeah.
Well, they've still got.
They've still got a half decent team.
But
though.
imagine
Katoa.
now, so they
Katoa,
lose
Katoa.
Luai, and now they have Katoa coming through next cab off the
They
rank.
keep going.
Yeah,
Oh,
but would
that's,
him and Nath be able to work together?
Definitely.
I'm sure they could.
Definitely.
They're both pretty good players.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway.
What about a few dragons, guys?
Yeah, yeah.
Fanua
Well,
Blake, that would have.
Yeah, bro.
Does that
been
surprise
good.
you,
Who was
Latsy?
the other one?
But
Who was the
even
other one we said?
Sevilio Tamale.
Garrick, Ruben Garrick.
Tamale, the winger from Raiders, was at us last year.
I didn't know Metcalf was Seagulls. So did we? Did
Oh,
they
bro,
rid of him 'cause
use
of
a dead
Cherry
in the
Evans?
water anyway. Don't worry. Anthony will be gone in a few
What
weeks.
team are you supporting this week?
Dragons.
Okay.
Just while they pay the bills, and then he'll be straight off them.
At what point do they realise
It's
you?
amazing
Mate,
when you
I'm
talk
actually.
to your
I just had a
pocket.
I nearly got to go because I've got to call off me boss at Dragons.
Flano. All right, hey, let's go. Oh, hey, Kai, mate, you're getting better and better.
Yeah, that was
It's very
fantastic.
good.
I like
You will
that.
eventually get a job on a decent show. Big ballsy statements based on Origin 2. This is where we come out of the blocks swinging.
Don't ever forget who we helped
Where you
start your
came
career,
from.
bro. Don't turn into don't treat us how Professor got treated.
Whoa,
Jeez.
far out, man.
Do you want to elaborate on that? No? Oh.
Oh no, we spoke about
Here's-
that.
Oh, we're
here's
getting
another-
controversial.
here's
Let's
another
elaborate
thing-
on that.
Here's another
Let's
thing
go.
Latsy does. Sometimes he just chimes in where he should just be
Yeah,
quiet
just
and
let
let
it
the
go.
Yeah,
drinking
no,
go.
Mez, once I get another paying gig
Yeah.
post
See you
my
later.
last one, then I'll
Yeah,
tell
tell
what
me.
happened. But
I'll come with you.
Thanks, mate.
Yes.
Origin 2, we know what happened. Queensland 26-24 did not score a point in the second half. The Blues home with a wet sail. And if Mr. Lomax, I mean, not blaming him at all, if he'd slotted a couple, we might have been in a different position. Who wants to do the big ballsy statement first? Latsy.
New South Wales will win Origin 3.
It's not really ball.
No, it's not.
Oh, why?
That's a
They lost
given.
the last game though.
Yeah, nice, lads. Give us something out there.
Give us
Give us something that's going to like ruffle a few feathers.
Zach Lomax will get the player of the series.
I like that.
On the wing
Yeah. I'll manifest
because
that
he was
for
pretty
him.
good on the first one.
Very
Second
good.
one, I would have chopped his leg off, but third one, he's coming back with a vengeance.
I like.
Bez, you got something big?
Oh, yeah, I think I voiced it on my socials throughout the week. Just when are we going to stop pretending that it's not rigged? That's my thing.
Oh.
Like it's blatant, obviously. Like it's obvious, all right. But my topic throughout the week was the Luai fine, the 13% fine on his match payment.
What was that for?
The little scruff in the face.
Was it the eye gouging or alleged
Well, it wasn't
eye
an eye
gouging?
gouge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
right.
player that had it happen to him come out and said there was
wasn't.
nothing in it. So
Yeah.
the players don't have a voice anymore because no one listens to him. So 13% on his Origin payment, right? 30 grand.
Is that
Payment?
pre-tax or post-tax?
No, it's pre-tax,
Yeah, right.
right? Then you get taxed 45%.
Mm.
Then you get 10% goes into your retirement fund that gets taxed.
So they
again.
still put him into the retirement fund.
Yeah, 10% goes into your retirement fund. So you're getting taxed on that as well. So I broke the
At a lower
numbers
tax
down.
rate.
It was on the socials. I think I put it on Clarkie's comment. He put it up. It ends up like Luai played in a beast of a game like that, right? Well, you and I have played in it, so we know what it feels like.
Wow, Rob sold in the
sorry.
works.
No, it's all right.
I'm
Let's
joking,
see
Latsy.
watches it on telly, so he
joking.
knows
I'm
what it's
taking
like.
I went to a few games live.
I'm
I went to a few games live.
taking the piss. Sorry.
No, you're the man.
So they end up playing the game for about $7,500.
Jesus.
And
I wouldn't
then-
even get out of bed
oh,
for that.
Yeah. No, and
I get what
that's
you're
still
saying.
decent
It's
amount, right?
oh,
Like
absolutely.
to the general public, that's still a nice payday, right? But now you put this onto it. The Origin, how much do you reckon the Origin series itself, right? Just the series itself generates a year.
With no
Yeah,
game
mate.
3? Without a
No,
deciding
everything,
game
just
3?
everything.
So is it
all
TV,
sales,
so TV
everything.
rights,
TV rights, the whole
advertising?
thing.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Just throw a number out
100
there.
million.
In 1 year,
Yeah.
100 million
I'm
plus.
going to say 800 million.
Okay.
I like 400 million.
1.1 billion,
Yeah, right.
and the half got paid $7,000.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have been paid heaps more when I was
Well,
playing.
no, but this is the thing. Like, and then you go in there, you got the refs doing this shit, right?
What's
How,
that?
how do
What's
you?
that?
How,
Oh,
oh, yeah,
6
sorry. I'll be doing a bit higher for you.
Oh, yeah. So I was like, what's he doing?
So-
But at goring level.
Yeah, but
we-
you know,
We've all played the game, right?
yeah, I think you can, I think you know, because financially for the game, a decider just sells so much better. I don't think they can rig the game. I think it's something. I think 50-50s will go against you if you win the first one. I think that's common sense.
All right.
But
What does this do to a team?
6 again.
What's that do to the team?
Fatigue.
How do you win a game?
Fatigue.
yeah, but you know what? If you
Like it's obvious.
yeah, we get it. But also New South
can't-
Wales, to be devil's advocate, we
Yeah.
kicked down the full twice. We
there's
completed at 58%. What does that
Are
do?
the players
That
in
too.
on it?
You know, they don't.
No,
does
but that does come in. That's the actual
I
game.
get it. I don't think your tinfoil hat is completely.
not a tinfoil
Can
hat.
I,
It's-
can I
it's-
ask, do you think there is an actual conversation that takes place with the referee, allegedly, all of this is alleged, that says, keep it fair, wink, wink.
Well,
Keep it fair, but we'd
I
like
think-
it.
I think-
so
to
go
be-
half one and go half two.
yeah.
It's right there. It's
Yeah,
just
but I
we all
think-
try and protect it because we're involved in it in some way, right?
Yeah, I don't
But
think you can
when
read a
does,
footy match.
like-
There's too many variables. As I said, I believe 100% that there's a massive financial reward for the game for a decider. So 50-50s, but that's all you can go. You can't pull up blatant things that are just completely out of the scale of fucking penalties. So there's 50-50s that can go either way, but I don't think Klein had a good game. And that's not true New South Wales or Queensland. Either way, I think game 1 and game 2, the penalty count has been very lopsided.
Do you think he had a
Either way.
perceived idea before going into the game?
Well, as I said, I think you'll struggle to get 50-50s if you win
You
the
can't get a
game one.
straight answer out of it, obviously.
No,
right?
that's why
But
I
what
mean,
about
I can
going into
only-
Origin 3? Is it more...
well, this is what happened. I would think Klein wouldn't get it, but I think they will. But I reckon the whistle gets put away. So if you go through the amount of penalties in game 1, amount of penalties in game 2, I reckon they would be. And I don't have any stats
Highest
or
so
anything,
far.
but they must be some of the highest
Yeah,
refed
I agree.
games in Origin in a long period of time. So I think Origin 3, the whistle goes away. I think New South Wales blow them away.
Yeah, and
But-
everyone forgets game 2.
But the 6 again is the issue, right?
6 again's-
because
that's-
I sit and watch it with my missus, and she says, "What's that for?" And I don't know. And I've been watching the game.
But the game goes too quick for anyone to even
Well,
question
nobody
it
ever
and
goes
bring it
back and
But
looks
there
at
was,
it,
but
huh?
there was one I saw, I remember down early on the line, Latrell Mitchell come out with a leg. All right, it wasn't laid or slow on to play the ball down. We had someone on top, but he just lifted the leg and they went 6 again. Now, there was a Queenslander that did that later on in the second game. Nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
So this was just the same, like when people talk about was the things a penalty, were they not a penalty, and it's the things that get missed because you just can't have that much of a discrepancy between the two sides. You can't have someone that is 10 penalties and completely over the thing and the other side's perfect. It just doesn't happen in State of Origin.
But it
So
did.
Let me
yeah,
ask
so
you.
I-
Let's flip it. Queensland wins the first game. New South Wales wins the second game. Now we're all Blues in this room. Are you having the same conversation?
100%.
Yeah.
You still would say
It's obvious.
Obvious, okay.
Like it's right
I
in
just
front
think,
of
I
you.
just think they want to decide, as I said, I don't think you can completely rig it, but I think you won't get 50-50s because it makes so much money, a decider. So
And the
that
money-
that
my-
doesn't
my-
change the fact that New South Wales completed at 58%, again, didn't defend their line, let in tries they should
Is that
have
what they
let
completed
in.
that 58?
In the first half, whatever. They were awful. They played awful first half footy. Ended up coming back, scoring more points, and should have won the game anyway.
So
you
my
know?
my one was the 13% fine on the money. So
Yeah.
what was yours?
Well, hang on. In terms of bold statements we've had here, you saying Origin is rigged is pretty bold. So
Yeah.
well done. Thank you for that. Have you
Yeah,
got something
yeah,
bigger than the
yeah.
Origin's rigged?
Well, I was going to say Klein won't ref game 3, but I just don't think the NRL will
Didn't
pull
they
that.
say yesterday that he's doing it?
I don't
I
know.
feel like there was some people talking around it.
Well, there you
yesterday.
go. There you go. As I said, I think he shouldn't, but well, there you go. I will go back to the ref. There will be less than
Yeah, but
less
that's a boring.
than
That's a
eight
boring
penalties.
Total for the
Get
game.
controversial. Don't say we're going to have 4 penalties against 4.
I'm with
Give
you,
us something
miss.
out there.
What do you got?
What do you
Me,
want?
I'm the host. I don't come up with bold statements.
Billy, let's go to Billy.
Ooh.
All right.
The grub call is
No, here we go.
Let's-
New South Wales win the series. Billy Slater gets sacked.
Wee, that's bold.
2 series. How many series has he had now?
22
So then-
to now. So this is his third.
And
And
what's
then
the
Aaron
record?
Woods goes
What's
on the radio
record?
and sings.
What's
Nah,
the
nah,
rec- what's the
nah,
record?
Did you see
nah.
Ryan Hoffman come out and spray?
Yeah.
What's the
What are your thoughts
record?
on that?
What's the
Just
record?
supporting him, mate.
Don't know.
What's the record of Slater
Yeah,
since he's
I
been?
get that.
He lost last year. He won 2 before it. You reckon he's got? I don't reckon he'll get sacked. personally.
Kai, do you mind looking that up? How Billy's going?
He
That's
must
a
have
good
lost
chat
one
though.
other one.
So Ryan Hoffman on ABC, what's the show? The Offsiders, I think. He came out and basically had a go at Woodsy and said that, it's a privileged position that you're in, and that basically that the media needs to pull their head in around Origin time because it should be more about the game that's being played rather than getting personal with people.
Yeah, but that's the world we live in.
Do you know that? No,
Like,
this is
that's the world we
stupid.
live in.
Like, I get, so Bill come out, like, Woodsy's called him a grub, all right? And we can go back
on the field, though. He said you're a
we
grub
can
on
get,
the
you
field.
can go back to incidents, mate, where he's been involved in that. And we've all got grubbiness. Like, if you want to play the
Rugby
game,
league.
you've got to have some grub in you. It's not like a real derogatory term.
Mm-hmm.
And Bill could have easily just went, we beat him 8 years in a row. Of course he thinks of a
100%,
grub.
yeah.
Like, he could have thrown it off so easy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's become this big stir because
Because the media grabbed it and they built it up.
but
and then
it was
it
like it was
really
his
got
response. His response was he didn't palm it off, which he could have done so easy. It was like he tried to make a real statement on mental health about it.
Yeah. Bigger than
Which-
what
But
it
yeah, there
was.
was something that come out about Corey Patterson or something in the last
Yeah,
week.
because he had said about when Corey
There's receipts
Patterson
everywhere. That's the
had
thing.
come
There's
out
receipts everywhere.
about mental health, and then Bill Slater had made a sledge about it. So there's all this stuff. So, like, mate, it was just Jizzy handled it badly. Like, he could have
did.
thrown off that comment so easily.
The other
like,
thing
in a
I was
heartbeat.
thinking,
Yeah,
in
I would
terms
agree.
of status in the game, and nothing against Woodsy, played for Australia, played for New South Wales, but if you're placing Billy Slater, like, he will be an immortal.
Correct.
Woodsy won't.
Yeah, but
Woodsy,
they're both
Okay,
people
but-
at the end of the day.
But
This
just
is-
because
this
they're
they are,
immortal,
but what I
can
mean
you
is
not
so-
say they're grub? Like
No.
Andrew
Billy should've
Johns,
just ignored
Andrew
it.
Johns, he had grub in him. Like, so
I think
you're
you missed
talking
my
about
point.
the eighth immortal.
So my point is, for a long period there, the NRL would throw shade at the AFL, right? And they would, Valandis was trying to get Gil McLaughlin going, and Gil would just ignore him because at the end of the
Less
day,
is
they had
better. Less is
more
more.
viewers.
Yeah.
They had, they made more money. It was a bigger sport, so he would just go say whatever you want. I'm saying Billy, in my opinion, should have just gone, okay, good one, Woodsy.
We should
Exactly.
I'm
That's
gonna
what
be
I
a
said.
good
He
one,
could have-
Sharon.
He could have thrown it off. That's our point. He could have thrown
Absolutely.
it off so
Yeah.
easy and went, of course he thinks
think
I'm
we're
grub.
agreeing.
No, we are
smashed him,
agreeing.
you know?
We are agreeing. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it could have been so easily thrown off.
But it got blown out, and it made him look a little bit silly, to be honest.
Yeah.
With some of
I
the
actually
like the
agree.
directions he
It was
took with
storming a
it.
teacup, wasn't it? Like
Yeah,
it was.
massive. Over bugger all.
But who knows? You never know what's going on in someone's life. Do you know what I mean? Maybe there's something behind
now
that.
you going into the mental health, Friday.
No, I'm not
Okay,
saying
Billy.
mental health.
Jimmy can be pretty sensitive with me sometimes when I come at him about certain things. So
Yeah, but you get what I
maybe-
mean. You never know. You have an
and
argument with
I
someone
don't
in the
know what
street,
his
you don't know
day.
what's going on in their life.
I don't know what's going on in his day, but I'll still go after
But
him.
Jimmy doesn't know what's going on in Jimmy's life.
I don't. Yeah, I'll push back on
Don't
that
laugh at
too.
your shit,
Like,
Jimmy.
I don't know
you're right. Everyone is going through shit.
Yeah.
But like, what? That's your personal shit. You got to deal with that. Like, you choose to be in an arena where you're publicly shown. People are going to have an opinion, and people that played against you or with you know you're on a different level. Like after Woodsy said all that, the footage and the remarks about Patterson, Peter,
Yeah.
like, that all come out. They showed footage of him putting his foot out and trying to do grubbish acts to save his team. Like, it's not a personal attack. They're just actions on a field. But then to go into the mental health side of things, like, that's a whole different category.
Well, and he realised the next day, he apologised straight away.
Yeah, but
and
it's
I
already
shouldn't
happened.
have.
But it's already happened. It's like Woodsy already called him a grub. Like, you can't take it
You can't
back.
pull
It is
back
what
your
it
mask.
is.
So, what do you reckon if Billy, before he went to that press conference that day, went and hopped in an ice bath, freeze yourself? You reckon he would have been more chilled when he got to the press conference?
He definitely
But
would have
instead
been
he
more
didn't.
chilled. I
He
like
would have,
that.
he would have been able to control his emotions in his nervous system to react in a certain way. Definitely,
So, Billy, I know you watch this podcast, not listen.
we'll get one
Go
wrapped
get
in
an
a
ice
Queensland logo for you. There you
Done.
go. Might chill you out a bit.
bath. Oi!
I've got chills just thinking about it.
He did need to take a beat, didn't he? Just maybe a day or two. Anyway,
Anyway,
who knows what's
back
going to
to it.
happen? We've got Origin
Good chat.
3.
There
I
we
don't
go.
know where we went with that, but
It's
that
very
was,
good.
Nah, the big
Very-
ballsy statements. Well, we've got tinfoil over here, and now we're going
Love
after
it.
Billy.
Don't
It's
tinfoil
great.
me. Look at the stats.
Latsy Statsy.
What's
What do
that?
you got?
Well, let's do it.
Yeah.
Round 16. How we
Wait,
going?
what's the guy out of Dukes of Hazzard that wears the armadillos? That's Mez. That's Mez. What's his name?
I don't know.
Johnny
Tyler-
Knoxville.
No. Oh, what's his name?
Oh yeah.
No,
Let's look at round 16.
I know
What's
you're
just
talking
happened?
about that. That's
Tigers lost to the Raiders.
What are we on the
Warriors,
clock? I know you started it.
20 minutes we got. We can get
Oh,
through it,
man,
though.
we're humming.
Well, I want to get to the questions to Mez.
Yeah, and I want him to do Borat.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff happened in round 16. We all know what happened. Round 17, let's take a look at what's coming up. Panthers beat Bulldogs. Lazio, I've got you. What have you got? Give us a stat nobody else has heard.
Yeah, well, I would ask Kai for info on what's happened at the dinner table, but he's been so off the mark, I'm not even going to ask him today. I saw Sexton. He's still in the 7. Anything?
Kai, something.
You mean?
He's playing 7.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
nice.
know that, mate.
You got put in the. So
Yeah,
what?
but nah.
What were you hoping out of that? Like there's
Late
no,
change.
Well, I was
Galvin
about
starting.
Reed Marnie. What's going on with Reed Marnie,
Yeah,
Kai? And you don't have to come around with the microphone?
He
No,
won't-
is it true that he's getting shopped?
Yeah, he won't be.
Oh,
there.
he is. What?
Yeah, he won't be there. He won't be there next year.
Keep
He
going.
won't. Nah, Panthers won their past 7 v the Dogs. So, mate, I don't know. I hate saying it against my man Cam Serrato, but I think the Panthers will beat him this week. As long as Nathan plays with that Mark Coyne.
He's been named. Mez, Panthers or Bulldogs?
Bulldogs. I think they got a few Origin players in there. It's coming up to game 3. They need to start to prepare well, and winning helps with that. So, and they want to keep their lead going. So, Bulldogs.
I think Panthers, they had a big win without their Origin boys over in New Zealand. Big win. I think there's a lot of noise around Nathan and being under the pump. I reckon he comes out and has an absolute blinder. I
What do you
reckon-
mean under the pump? Because he didn't play well in game 2.
Well, there's talk about him, whether he holds his position. And
There was already chat.
Really?
Yeah, there was already chat around him getting dropped for game 3, but I think that was injury chat.
Injury chat.
Yeah,
Has to be
and
injury.
he's-
You can't drop him.
No, he's
No,
kind of, he's pretty
after
good.
getting robbed. What?
after the conspiracy theory.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
heaps
Mr.
conspiracy.
Marin.
Very conspiracy.
Here's Mr. Conspiracy.
Seagulls versus Tigers. Jimmy, I got you down next to that one.
Seagulls, Tigers. You'd think Seagulls should, but holy shit, they're hopeless when you think they should win. Mate,
I never
struggling
played for
there.
him. I just go for him.
Struggling there. Jeez, it's a mate. I think where are they playing at? Brookie.
Brookie.
It's a shit off.
Surely
Tommy
over.
Turbo's been named in the centres.
In the
Garrick's
centres.
pushed to the wing. That means Hopewadi's fullback.
Mate, I reckon the Seagulls, they should be winning realistically. So I'm going to tip them because really they, by rights, they should win comfortably.
Where's
but
it at?
Brookie.
Brookvale. So I'm going the Eagles.
Latsy.
The Tigers thanks David for this stat.
It's
Are
a
under
good one.
20% at Brookie. And
Ooh.
yeah, I saw Bullers not playing as well. They got Heath Mason at fullback. I think they got young Fayanu in the halves. So I don't
There's a
think
bit
they'll
of
get it done.
drama because there's a bit of talk, obviously, off the field around who they're keeping at 9, how Benji sort of
Yeah.
wants to keep Happy, which will obviously keep the side stronger
Short
now, short term, and then.
the Silver.
But obviously, if they lose, if they do that, then obviously they're a chance of losing De Silva, who's obviously everyone's sort of saying is going to be good long term. So, bit of a clash there of what's doing, you know.
Benji needs to protect his job, and in short term, he probably needs the wins to protect
yeah,
it.
but as a club, does that help you if you like? Even if you're not getting results, the fact that you've got juniors staying on and you're bringing these juniors through, does that help you? Or does it, the fact that when you're coming up and you're looking at results and you're going, yeah, and we've also lost Galvin, we've lost De Silva, all these kids that were meant to come back and be possibly the nucleus or the staple of like Buller, Galvin, De Silva, these guys for the future, is that a bigger selling point to the club to go, well, you know what, it'll take time, but it's here and they're all coming along. So
Seagulls or Tigers,
Great
Mez?
I'm going Manly.
Manly.
Home ground advantage.
Okay, very good. Knights, Raiders, I've got you, Latsy.
Mate, your man Jacko Hastings, get off your phone, James. Your man Jackson Hastings back in the halves, Jimmy.
Oh, he's back. Good on him.
What are your thoughts on that?
I haven't watched Newcastle, they're not going very good. So
They actually beat.
Is
they
what's her
beat-
name? Fletcher Sharp, didn't he?
He's injured.
Kidney or something.
Yeah, he's
so
injured.
in through
So
injury.
that's why Jackson's in there. But
So
they,
what do
they
you
beat
mean, what
Redcliffe over in
So
Perth.
what are you asking? What are my thoughts?
I was just
He's
asking
come
your
in
personal
through
thoughts on
injury.
Jackson Hastings, but anyway. Knights have won 4 of their last 5 against the Raiders, and Knights have lost 5 of their last 6 at home. So take from that what you will.
What was
And
that?
sorry,
Sorry,
Tommy,
can you repeat those? What were they?
Knights have won 4 of their last 5 against the Raiders.
Yeah.
But they've also lost 5 of their last 6 at home, and their last win was their last game against Manly Seagulls.
Yeah.
Where's it at?
Manly.
Yes.
Manly.
Knights.
They're two of the
Newcastle.
most
Magic round.
conflicting.
I know. That's what I
stats
mean. I'm just trying to confuse you.
Newcastle.
Holy.
Newcastle.
I'm going to go Raiders for Tommy because I know he's got a multi hinging on the Raiders.
Knights or Raiders.
Yeah. Well, that's where
I'm
we're
gonna-
going with our multi too.
Who's the back rower for Knights at the moment?
Dylan Lucas.
Killing it.
Killing it.
Albion Park boy, South Coast boy.
Are you claiming him? I'm pretty sure he's
Is he another
Is Albion
Dragons
Park?
junior?
No, he's down south.
another one we went
Yeah,
away.
yeah, it is.
Jeez, you got good retention there. What's going on, Latsy?
No, I'm corporate, bro. I don't look at that stuff.
If they can play,
Jeez, your corporate must
play
be
with
struggling.
Dylan's energy and will to win, I reckon they'll get up and they're at home. KP's in. Got to play well for Origin.
Yeah, they're no chance.
No, Raiders.
They're no chance.
I'm going underdog. Yeah, I'm going to give them a crack.
Raiders by 1,000.
Beautiful.
1,000.
Broncos. Broncos,
bet.
Warriors. Jimmy, give me something.
Broncos Warriors at Suncorp. So look, I reckon the Warriors are a chance. Broncos are favourites again.
They are.
I'm not sure how. You know, they had a slip up last week, Warriors, but I think, you know, consistently over the year, they've been a lot better than the Broncos. So
And Broncos still only fell over the line late. Like Cronulla were dominating him. I agree.
It's a bit of a home game for Warriors. And
it is.
They
Anyway,
are.
so many
Queensland,
Kiwis.
the Kiwis, there's a lot of scaffolding need to be done up north. So there's a lot of them work, mate. They all work in construction.
Perfect.
Every Kiwi you've ever met is a
Yeah.
scaffolder, mate.
Oh, absolutely. And
What do you do? Scaffolding.
And it's perfect knock-off time for them. They'll finish at 2, head across to Suncorp for 3.
There's actually 2 games at Suncorp this week. Dolphins play their game there against the Rabbits later on.
Good stat.
Good stat, Latsy.
I'm going to go the Wars.
I reckon Broncos get up after.
You're
their
just doing
win last
everything
week.
different to what I pick. I've already picked up
Oh,
on
I
that.
tell you, why are you getting so
I
precious,
know.
mate?
I was
You
having
and, you,
a
and your,
bit of
you and your
conversation.
cute folder over there.
I have all these questions for Jan.
A, B,
Why
C,
did
D.
Yeah.
I'm going Broncos.
Bronx.
Broncos my pick.
All right, let's speed this up a touch here, guys. Dragons, Eels.
Is that Jerry?
Well,
Yeah.
seeing as you work for the Dragons,
I've got
maybe
Jerry, sorry.
take it.
And
In
the other thing is,
corporate.
you might have noticed I'm alternating.
Yeah, nice. Well, we've got Mez here, but you fucking keep ignoring him. Look,
I'm missing all these.
the
little
Eels obviously beat us early in the year. Zach Lomax, frees yourself owner, kicked a field goal with a broken foot. He'll be up for the game, but I know the Dragons will be as well. Coming off a bye, they've got a great record down at Win. They're 60%. They're going to end David Clemmer's 250th game. They are going to get it done, gentlemen. And the corporate is fully booked.
Para by 12. Para by 12.
Oh, I'm with
Jimmy.
Maz. I'm with Maz. I think Parrawin.
Do you pick the Dragons every week? I'm trying to
No.
Part of his contract. It's part of his contract.
be honest. Has Flano pulled you aside?
No, bro. No, I've been swearing.
A few changes. Was it Tyrell Sloan and that drop?
Sonny's gone.
Why is that?
Corey Allen's
Is that
on the
true
wing.
form or is that what's going on there?
He had a shocker against the Cronulla.
He's
So it is true form.
Yeah.
going. What's this
He had a
Cobbo?
shocker.
This Cobbo's.
Yeah, Cobbo's coming down. I
There's
saw,
another-
I was walking around the club the other day, just showing sponsors.
What about the Dragons?
Oh, is that Selwyn Cobb? Hey, Cobbsy.
What about that Dragons fan on
yeah.
Insta?
Oh my God,
Yeah, that's
Get him on.
amazing.
Get him on.
Yes.
Get him on.
Get him on to have a
You
chat
have to,
with
What's
us.
his
you
name?
have to
What's
struggle
his
to keep
name?
your job with him on here.
Yeah, I won't be doing it.
I'd love
so
to see
good.
him and Latsy go toe to toe.
Yeah.
Latsy defend.
What does
There's
anybody know?
another
his name?
fight.
Kyle-
There's another fight for you.
Jean
Please, he's not in
Claude.
my weight category.
Jean Claude.
I would
Jean
feed.
Claude. Such a white interpretation. Jean Claude. Jean Claude.
Jean-Claude.
Get him on. Dolphins, Rabbitohs. I'm trying to race through this now. Jimmy.
Dolphins. Dolphins.
Yeah, I agree. Poor,
Dolphins.
poor Jackie Bostock out for the season. All right, he's been
that's
killing
heavy,
it.
man. He was
Is he?
gearing himself up.
There you
For,
go.
Storm v Sharks.
Storm. Storm, unfortunately, down there. Sorry,
Yeah,
Toby.
Sorry, Tobias. He
Storm.
the wheels have fell off down in Cronulla. Boop.
Storm.
Titans, Cowboys, Jimmy. bring it
Oh, what a
home.
shit off that'll be.
Titans, Cowboys. Jeez, yeah, the Cowboys are not playing that well at the moment.
Mate,
down
I
at-
hate admitting it. Since Jimmy Maloney's left, the wheels have fell off up there. And they've dropped Purdo to the centres again, and they've brought Clifford back up.
So they haven't dropped him, they've moved him.
Yeah,
There's
but
no better
then-
feeling than working somewhere, leaving, and then seeing that joint goes to shit.
Oh, mate, he's loving it.
Ah, it's the best.
No,
It's a
don't
good Sheldon
throw
fighter.
off. Don't throw off.
I still getting on well with them. So
That's not what you were saying to me. You said you hope Peyton gets the sack after this game. Can we get that ballsy statement? Is he said, Pato, okay,
Did he say
TP, we'll get
Pato?
the sack.
Pato.
Did you say bad?
That's the first time. That's the first nickname that anyone's ever heard him called like that.
All right, very good. Did you toss up then?
I'm not here.
Cowboys?
I'm not here.
I'm going Cows.
I'm done.
All right. And you?
Cows will turn it around.
Oh, I'm
Questions for Mez. This is the segment I've
Yeah.
been trying to get to. I'm going to open us up.
All
Okay.
right, this will be
Oh.
interesting.
2010. Dragons win it. You win a premiership. Jimmy talks about in 2016 that the inspiration for their victory was Chris Hyington getting a circumcision. And it was a
That's right.
chat early in the season. I'm wondering, was there a particular driving force? Was there a theme that ran throughout the whole season
Yeah,
that got you guys across the line in
Yeah.
2010?
I think it was the 09 when Hainsey just put on a clinic and knocked him out of the semi-final, and that whole chokers tag that really drove the team. Then we come back to the preseason that year, and it was just a different energy. Well, you're around at the start of it, and that, or you come after it, didn't you?
2 years after.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, the chokers tag was a big thing around the area. Even the area, it was something that really stuck. So
So what, like at the coffee shop? Jokers.
you get a few dickheads like you
Actually,
doing that.
really?
100%. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a bloody choke. That is.
Yeah,
A joke,
well, it was
that is.
heartbreaking the year before they got so close, and I think they even years before that they've had their chances and they've never really gone on with it. So
So how did you combat that? Did you all go visit like a BDSM and start choking yourself and just getting?
see where these
Just
see-
get-
see-
Yeah,
but
see-
this is why we're
But
good.
did you just get used to it? Go, it's not actually that bad. We'll just deal with it.
We just got to undo the seatbelt.
No, I think what helped us was having like the youth come through. So the under-20s was just coming in. So a lot of the players that I played with too were in the system. So a lot of banter and fun and relaxing energy come into the team that same year.
So what I'm hearing, he's pretty well Mez come into the team that year. He was the inspiration for them winning the premiership.
Well, we did have we released the pressure. That's what it is. It's pressure.
Yeah.
So the pressure from the year before, right? Having like youth come in releases that pressure because you can, when
Everyone's got to.
People you surround yourself with.
Mate,
Like,
that's Jimmy.
That's
He's
why-
he's the barbecue on his own.
That's why
to
you haven't
release the
grown up yet.
pressure. I like the pressure.
yeah.
Right, next question for Mez. Who's got one?
Mate, can you give me Borat?
hello,
Give me a good one.
microphone.
Where are you from?
Oh, who is this girl?
Well, you know what the rest is because this makes Lax's Borat so shit.
Yeah, no, he's so
Don't do
good.
it. Show us your
No,
Borat.
no.
Oh, no, you're scared. You do it all the time.
I have a chill. Do this.
Can you give us a dance too? Come on, give it a
Come on, bro. You are the best.
I love the
You know
Borat
how happy
dance.
this makes me. He come dressed as Borat to Mad Monday in 2016. And what was Reg? He was
the mankini.
his mate.
Yeah,
Did
his
you
mate,
come in
his
the
fat mate.
mankini?
No, I had the suit.
Oh,
the
yeah.
full suit. I was actually going to
How
get a
does
chicken,
it
a
pitch
real
out?
life chicken, and put it in the briefcase and go live your life. Be free.
Why are you in Australia?
Oh,
on,
that's
Mark.
awful. Man.
I did it. I think I did it live with you the first time I ever did
Can
it.
you do more,
Yeah,
bro?
you came on our
No,
show.
the first time I ever did it was for you celebrating your
Yeah, when
university
I
degree.
finished uni.
And then
I've done a
come
uni.
on
Yeah,
degree.
so
the
Mez
show.
came on our show and did Borat
Yeah.
for solid
Yeah.
15,
Very
20.
good.
And you've done only 3 lines. I need more, please.
I've got to get paid for this, mate. I've got to get your
Done.
viewers up.
Freeze yourself. Give a shout out to Freeze Yourself in Borat voice.
Go freeze yourself! Go. Be cold! Oh, licky.
You are never allowed to do Borat.
No, I'm like the Timu version. Timu Borat.
Have you got a question for Mez, mate?
Wait,
This is
did you
Yeah.
see? Did you see? I saw Siawi was on our mate Jimmy Graham's potty the other day. Did you see that?
Did say that.
Do you still chat to Chow?
Every now and then when I see him,
Yeah.
I keep to myself now. I'm comfortable with doing my own thing, but when I do bump into people I made some good memories with, I touch base.
Yeah.
But it's good. He's meant for podcasting and media.
Yeah.
Like he's always wanted to do it, and I'm happy that he's jumping into it and getting amongst it. It's a good podcast, actually.
Who's he do it with?
No, I'm talking about the Jimmy.
He was also on Bloke as well.
We
I think.
don't
Bloke
talk
was
about
podcast.
other podcasts on
Yeah,
this.
no,
Why don't we
no.
all plug
No,
them?
it's a bit of give
well,
back.
Yeah, but it's good because they go listen to them. They're like a boomerang. They're like, far out. These boys are hectic. Latsy, Timu, Borat.
They should
What?
get him on here. It'd be great.
So that would be good. That's a good shout.
Yeah.
We can talk
But
about
I
when you
don't know.
chaired him.
Huh?
That you always talk about.
That would
Yeah.
actually be funny.
That'd be good.
I'll get him on.
Yep.
Fowie, keep the phone on.
Jimmy, question for Mez.
Yeah. Mate, just a bit of clarity around that
Oh, here we go.
always used to pop up with your name. Do you know what soaking is? There was all this mail.
Do you see why now I try to kill him every time?
Yes,
no
Miz.
training.
Shall we have some?
I go there and he just relentless
Why
like
are you
this.
laughing, ladsy?
Oh, I don't know what it is.
What happened? What is that? I don't know what
I'm
it is.
not
It's
gonna
when you
say.
it's when you sit in the bath too long. Like you put magnesium in it.
Ah,
And
that's
it,
why you
like,
got in your
soaks
And you
feet.
don't
the-
thrust, like you don't move in the bar.
You just sit there like that.
So is that how you got into the
Don't-
freeze yourself? Because you love soaking in the bath.
You know what? You read my mind. Going through the shittest time of my life, I thought about soaking. You got me. That's how it come about.
Yes.
Hey, if you're listening and you want to know, just
Google
message me or
soaking.
Jimmy and we'll let you know.
Google soaking and you'll.
What about
You're a fucking
Where are you
idiot.
going from that? This will be good. Let's see what happens here.
you like sex?
Yeah.
No, I got nothing. That's fucking awesome.
Terrific. What's next, Mez? So you've got the business. You've
Thrusting. That's what's next.
So I don't know how
After
you do
soaking
it.
comes thrusting.
Me and you, we're getting a gig.
yeah. I'm
We're getting a
100%.
gig.
I'm gonna bow out. Mr. Bow
Why-
Wow.
They wonder why I came to Perth for 4 hours.
Oh, I don't blame
It
you.
was 3 hours too
I don't know
long.
how you didn't just walk straight past them.
Oh, no, you
Put the blinkers on.
Oh, I love this. I love it.
Hey,
Who
I
turned the
think
lights on?
That's we've done our time there. The only thing to finish with is
We got the multi.
skip the multi.
Better.
Better. No, I was building up to it. I was building up to the multi, the
The
big
hype.
finish.
It's like soaking before you thrust.
Multi. Please, Jimmy, the multi.
Better multi this week. We have Canberra to win, and we have 3 tries to be. No, sorry. 2 of the 3 try scorers I'm about to mention to score. So Bradman Bess, KO Weeks, and Ethan Strange. So Canberra to win, 2 of those 3 to score tries, and we are getting $5. So go to Better, go to their specials, go down, find Journeymen. This is a sure thing this week. Gamble responsibly.
But hey, just to thank Mezza, I know you drove down from the South Coast, mate, come up from Shell Harbour today. If you're into ice plunging and you want to get an ice bath, go support our great mate, Trent Merrin, at Freeze Yourself. Mate, yeah, what does the next part of your life look like?
No, thanks for that.
Yeah, I know you got...
Thanks for that shout-out.
Is that the best way to
Welch.
find you? Just on Insta or website?
Nah,
or?
both. We've got the site, www.freezeyourself.com.au.
He's also got a blog where he writes conspiracy
Oh, there he goes.
theories.
You can't even get it out.
Are
Shouldn't
you,
have said it.
but last time we caught up, no, I'm
Oh,
not
I know.
serious.
I can't
I'm
take
serious.
You pull a face.
No, weren't you talking about going into saunas possibly as well or
Yeah,
not
yeah,
yet?
no, it's a good point. Yeah.
We
No,
were talking about it last time.
There's no
Not
trust- there's no
everything's
trust
a
there.
No, I know, but I've got to prepare myself. I've got to prepare
Yeah, so is
myself
that
there.
is that saying or not yet?
No,
or something?
definitely. No, definitely. We're that's good. So you're already ahead of what we're doing. I like it. But we did talk about that. That's coming. Saunas are coming around the corner.
Make sure you...
Heat yourself.
Thaw yourself. It's like freeze yourself and then thaw yourself out.
And I am very Thor.
Let's go out. Let's finish the show.
Thaw yourself and it's got.
can
who's
you
got
close it with
See
Borat? Close it with Borat?
ADHD. You
Yeah.
just got to let them go.
Thaw
Like two
yourself and
monkeys
you've
in the
got who's
cage.
Hemsworth. Hemsworth's the ambassador.
Nah,
for it.
use me.
With
What?
Thor.
No, we've got Lomax.
I've got a
We're
list.
better.
Perfect. Jimmy, rumour or trumour to finish the show to take us out?
No, we don't have one this week.
Okay, all good.
We it might have been going to tie in with the question we asked.
I thought he might. I already.
I heard there was a rumour out of Rockingham, but I can't throw my mate under the bus. So
What'd you do at Rockingham? Are we going back ever again, or have you burnt that?
Mate,
team?
we're back.
We're back. They love this.
Bro, they love this.
Beautiful. I'll be doing 2 hours on the ground next year.
Can you say thank you, honey?
Well, I just
Sign
want to
us
do our
off.
socials, and then if you could give us a good night, that would be great.
And give his socials a plug too.
Well, we can again.
How many times?
And do you want to give them a plug? You didn't plug the
I
Rockingham
did Rockingham
Sharks.
Sharks at Rockingham Sharks at Rugby League Journeymen at Freeze Yourself at Trent Merrin at former Dragon winner at fucking everything you want. Are you happy?
Yeah.
Mez, to take us out, if you don't mind, just giving us a little
Thank you for the men who do journeys. This one do lots of journeys. This not so much. But thank you for coming. Press subscribe, press the button, the bell for notifications. Is this YouTube or Instagrams?
Everything.
All these channels, please. Do your best to help these men who journey. Press the buttons, like, subscribe, have fun.
Oh, I love you, bro.
Finish.
That is the best, bro.
What a great video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. There is a like button down here. There's a subscribe button down here somewhere. Also, I think you can click down here and you can watch more videos of us. If you didn't like it, you can go f yourself.